There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Did I just leave my audio input on so you were hearing double the sound? No, I think so not. Let me know guys, I don't know. Were you hearing mixed up music or was it just the actual music playing well? What's up Steve Jackson? Draw with us, welcome to the stream. Let me update this. Yeah, I'm just burning some energy over here. Come on, there we go. So what you guys been up to? I think we need to move in a queue. Let's get that, we'll be back for that. What do you guys think about the update that Kabam just announced? What's up, Mrudel? Welcome to the stream. Wait. Okay. Well, it's not an update. It's so like patch notes or something on what's going to be happening next or what's coming next month. Okay, let's hope we can one-shot this Nightcrawler. so that I don't only show off my ghosting skills. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to turn on the game sound. Whoa, look at those. Exhaustion. Damn. Can we get... Oh, we lost a lot of it. Damn, I thought we were gonna get like... Thought we were gonna get like 7 of those. Okay, I gotta throw my special now. Me. Can we get to 8 exhaustions? That's gonna be like 300% attack. Ooh, we got 8 exhaustion, guys. And the damage is through the roof. There we go. Okay, apart from the cock-up at start, it wasn't that bad. 7 nation army cover. What are you talking about? Draw with us. Pronounce it like this. Yeah, Mrudul. I forgot a lot of my Hindi. What time is it? So I got 6 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we should be fine. But do I want to take that Gulk? We'll chance it. Awakening Gem sounds good with the new event. Yeah, so I was thinking about that. What they have usually done over the past year, or even Rocket Scrapyard, is that so the last 2 or 3 events of similar rewards, what they have done is that they have given you enough points, artifacts, whatever you want to call that, that you are able to purchase about 2 or 3 5-star hero crystals or shards equivalent. And with the introduction of 6-star hero crystals in that, what I'm thinking is that they would probably offer something like at least 1,000 to 2,000 5-star shards or 6-star shards worth of purchase value, or I mean points that you can purchase. Hang on. Throw your special. Ah, bad move. Just a minute, guys. Let me get this. The AQ energy spent. Die, man. Die. Okay. Yeah, so what I was saying was that, for instance, let's assume hypothetically that they offered 10,000 points in total, and if you only purchase 3-star... Hey, Steven Jackson, thanks for hitting that sub button. It's lagging again. Okay, so it's because I'm using HD. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna get it down to 720 pixels. That's the only reason why it's lagging. Let me also catch up on chat at the same time. So let me do this. Let me just, yeah. Where's that video? Oh yeah, I can't. How badly is it lagging, guys? Because if I mean, I know why it's lagging. It's mainly lagging because I'm using 1080 pixels, and if I want to go down to 720, I will have to close the stream and restart it. So from tomorrow, I would definitely only go with 720. If it's manageable for just today, then we could probably stick to what we're using right now. Okay, let me catch up with chat. Did everyone get that new Awakening Gem offer? No, I don't think so. Noodle. So that's only for a few select people as per Kabam. They must fulfill that criteria or whatever not. So yeah, not everybody got that deal. Or is just for, yeah, exactly. Who logged in after a long time and probably who also used to spend a lot of money before that. Yeah, the stream is lagging, guys. I'm sorry about that. I will fix that tomorrow. I mean, I can fix it now, but I will have to turn off. I will have to end the stream and restart a new one after 10 minutes. So if it's manageable, let me know. If it's completely whack, then I will restart. Yeah, no, we're just doing map 5. The reason why we're not doing map 6 or we're not able to do map 7, we're not that good enough. The reason why we're not doing map 6 is because people are in battle groups. The people in each battle group are from 3 to 4 different time zones, and it doesn't work for us. And I asked them, because I'm an officer, I asked them if they would like us to rearrange the battle groups. They said they're fine with the way it is right now, and they are okay with 5x5 as they have live, and they would that way they would have a better chance at focusing on Alliance War. So we're only doing map 5. It's not worth restarting. Okay, all right. Yeah, from tomorrow I'm just gonna use 720 pixels. So it was lagging yesterday as well, and the only reason is because I'm using 1080. And I don't know why it shouldn't really lag. It could be the internet, but yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, so I was talking about the point system and the new event that will come out. So let's assume that we get 10,000 points, and let's assume that one 5-star crystal is 3,300 points. So it means that we could buy 3 5-star crystals. And when I started the game, they had the infinity dust. So I think back then, if I would have done the hardest difficulty, I could have had 2 or 3 5-star crystals by only spending all of those gems on those by spending only all of those points only on the 5-star shard. So if they still keep that system where they offer whatever points they offer, you are able to purchase 3 5-star crystals. So that would also mean, in my opinion, that the 6-star crystals that they offer, or the 6-star shards that they offer, would be equivalent to purchasing 3 5-star crystals. So for instance, if they offer only 1,500 or 2,000 6-star shards, with those same points, you might be able to purchase around 20 or 25,000 5-star shards. And if that's the case, I would definitely go with the 5-star shards. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out. The 5-star Awakening Gem is pretty good. I don't know if I will buy that, but we'll see. I mean, it's too early to say anything. We need to see the cost and how many points do we get, or whatever currency that we get. Account merge option is really coming. I don't know. Where did you hear about that? Draw with us. So usually whenever I stream, whoa, why is my PC? Yeah, that's definitely because of, yeah, it's definitely because I'm using 1080p. Otherwise, the PC usage isn't that high. It's never that high, in fact. Yeah, that's way too high. Yeah, as I was saying, usually when I start the stream, I pour in a glass of a mix of rum and cola, but whenever I'm streaming, I'm either doing arena or catching up with chat. So what ends up happening is that I am not able to finish my drink before the ice melts away. And once the ice melts away, it tastes just okay. So before starting the stream, I poured myself the rum and cola, and I quickly finish it in like 10 minutes. And my drinking capacity is not that high, so I'm a bit buzzed. Which might be awkward for you guys in US since you're just waking up right now, but it's 9 p.m. for me. Man, I'm so happy with my 6-star massacre pull. So glad I got that guy. Okay, so that's the reason. I had to refresh chat. I wasn't able to see any chat. Yeah, map 7 is crazy. No, okay. I don't know. Thought I had to refresh the chat. Hey, what's up, Lord Shadow? How you doing? Glad you stopped by. I just saw your video. Wow. I just saw your video about the dungeon crystal, and man, I don't know, I think I might just go for what do you call that, the what's that crystal called, the Omega Red crystal. But I don't know, if not the Omega Red crystal, I might go for the, what is that, Wasp crystal, because Wasp crystal looks really interesting, but the Omega Red crystal is also neat. And man, that void, I have seen that void on every video that you make about a 5-star opening for the past 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, I don't know. That void has been avoiding you. No pun intended. But you know, it's even more exciting when you're hunting for somebody who has been avoiding you for such a long time. Like if you watch Prof Off, you might have seen that he was hunting for that Star Club gem for her. I got a Mutant Awakening gem. I got about a 80 or 90 6 zones as well. So yeah. Myrtle, no, the so Massacre is when he is awakened, he gains a lot more. He gains power much quicker, up to 30% at SIG 200, but he doesn't need to be awakened at all. It doesn't do that much for him. I can show you. I have a 4-star or 5-star or 4-star Massacre awakened. Where you from? Your accent doesn't sound like an Indian. Yeah, I'm from India, but I did my college in Switzerland. Seems to be kind of okay on my end. I know it is lagging. It's not like it's not lagging at all, but yeah, I need to change the settings. I will definitely remember it next time. When I saw the other crystals, the evolution one was best for me. Great chance for me to get either a new champion or first time awakening. What was the other crystal? What was the evolution? I mean, was the evolution crystal the same as the void one that you opened? Let's take a look over here. Let me quickly go there. Hey, what's up, Meister? Welcome to the stream. So, what we got here? Chaos Medusa is probably the only one that you would want from here. And Medusa is like 2017, so I don't know how many people will go for that. So this is the one, Omega Red, and I think I have only Red Hulk, Crossbones, and Rhino from here. So I don't know. But Omega Red is probably the one that I'll be opening, and that's not going to happen this iteration, this dungeon event. It's going to happen next month. Yeah, so you see over here, so Magic, Wasp, Doc Ock, Hawkeye, or Korg, all of those champions, those 5 champions are pretty good. And what do you say? Cable is okay. I mean, Cable isn't any good. Drax is still decent. He's not that bad. The worst pulls from this would probably be Venompool, Vulture, and maybe Storm. I mean, yeah, so this is still a very good crystal. And then, yeah, Evolution, Void, Gwenpool, Morningstar. I know you have a 6-star dupe Morningstar, so you don't really care about that. But overall, this is not a bad crystal. So Void, Gwenpool, Morningstar, Moto, Nightcrawler, all of them are good champions. You would have some use, even only if as diversity, you would still have some use for Morto and Nightcrawler. Gambit is a good option, especially for variant. And then Superior Iron Man and Groot are probably the worst options over here, but if they're your first time, then it's not that bad. And Sentinel is a good champion. Yondu is a decent defender. So this crystal overall is probably one of the best, or if not the best out there. And then War is, yeah, this is just okay. I mean, Killmonger, Nebula, Venom are probably the ones that you want the most. Apart from that, everybody is pretty crap. And yeah, I'm not going to say anything about that crystal because everybody's probably going to go for that ghost crystal. Hey, what's up, Hobbit? Welcome to the stream. Death crystal? Yeah, I don't remember the names. What crystal was it again, Noodle? Remind me? I don't remember the names at all. Evolution had the Void, that's the one I opened. The other crystals had plenty that I already had awakened. Yeah, exactly. So that's also one thing that factors in a lot. If you see a crystal where you have that one champion that you really want, but then you have 8 or 9 out of the other 80 or 90% of the other crystals, other champions in the other crystals, so you're probably thinking, yeah, I might not do that. So that also factors in a lot, and people think about that. I used to think about that. I should have waited. You know, I went for the Corvus Glaive crystal in the last iteration, and I got a dupe on my Colossus. And I was debating. I waited until the last 24 hours of that crystal being available, and I was still debating. I was like 99% I was convinced I should wait for the next dungeon crystal iteration, but yeah, I made that mistake. You open one with Void and God Groot, yeah, that's what everybody's gonna get, or most of the people are gonna get. Back in what is it, June, July, I opened the Blade crystal, and well, I opened the Venom dungeon crystal. I wanted Venom, but Blade was also there, so that's why it was called the Blade crystal. So I opened that Blade crystal hoping for a Venom, and I got that Blade, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to use that Blade at all. I only have him at rank 3. I didn't even take him up. I have a skill awakening gem. I'm not going to use that on him for sure. And that's my second skill awakening gem. The first one I used on Killmonger. You got, yeah, you see? And in Genesis, you got all of them except Wasp and Venompool. So they're not going to benefit you that much. And so probably you might not want to go for Genesis Crystal because it's not going to benefit you. Venompool is going to do nothing for you. Wasp she's a good champion, but she's not like a game-changing champion that you would really, really want. So I'm guessing, yeah, you would go for that Ghost Crystal or Venom. You're done with variant, so I don't know. Ghost definitely has much more utility, so I would go for that Ghost Crystal, provided that you're ready to. I mean, it's worth it. Even if it doesn't take you 1 week, it takes you 2 weeks to master Ghost. It's worth it. It's worth everything that you put into her. And just because I said that,
That's what she said.
I added this new thing. I also added this thing just because sometimes people come in the chat and they're like, oh, I just opened 2 5-star blade crystals and I got 2 blades, so I added this one as well. Yeah. Oh, that was the one with Ghost. Yeah, there you go. Hey, what's up, Jackie Sama? You're lurking? All right, no problem. Hobbit, Ryan joined my alliance yesterday, was it, or 2 days ago? Yeah, he was sitting in a silver 2, silver 3 alliance, something like that. So yeah, he and his friend. So his friend is a bud doctor. Whenever he tags him in the line chat, where are you? Or whenever somebody else tags that Dr. Brad, where are you? Ryan just replies he probably has his face up somebody's butt because he's a butt doctor. I don't like how Kabam purposely puts in bad champs whenever they introduce a new feature crystal. It's like they know that some champs are shit and yet they put them in. It is true. I mean, it's the balance of game, like they want to say it. Think about it like this. If you only got Corvus and Ghost and Blade and all those top god tier champions, you won't really have the resources to rank them up. And Fark, he has that luck. He has that disgusting luck. And it ended, I think, in the past 3 or 4 crystal openings, it ended. But he had that terrible luck, or that disgusting luck, where he would always get Domino and Wasp and all the god tier champions. He got like 10 god tier champions in a row. And he didn't know who to rank up because he's out of resources. And he's like, okay, what should I do next? Or who should I rank up next? Because he's out of resources and he's considering. Then he has to make real decisions based on what content he is going to do next. It's very cool, yeah. Yeah, I used to do a lot of Adobe. I used to work with Adobe Illustrator and very little with Adobe Premiere Pro, which is the movie maker by Adobe or Adobe, like people call it. So I like mingling with stuff here and there. It's all about gambling. They know what they're doing. Imagine going to a casino. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't work well, so you always have losses with only occasional wins. Exactly, and it's not interesting if you're always winning. The game gets boring, and they definitely rig the crystals. There is no doubt in that. They definitely rig the crystals where the chances, and they also see how active you are. That is 100% true. If you're very active in the game, they're not going to give you the top luck because they know that you're going to keep on grinding. That's the nature of the game. If you get what you want, you're not going to grind that hard, or you're not going to play the game that much. So they're going to give you only a few select champions that they think, or randomly they're going to give you a few select champions that are god tier or game changing, and that champion is going to be your go-to champion. And I'm pretty sure everybody has that champion. I think Lord Shadow had Sparky. That was your first rank 5 or one of the first, and that was your MVP, and then came along Corvus. So that's how they plan. And I've also noticed that every 10 crystals or every 10 new champions, you get 1 god tier champion. That's what has happened to me, at least. At least they should replace the bad champs with mediocre champs, and it's fine when they do it for the basic crystal, but why for the featured? Again, it's a gamble. Just like Lord Shadow said, it's a gamble. Wow, how did he dex that? It's a gamble, so they want you to be hooked to it. They don't want you to get what you want immediately. Or even they don't want you to get mediocre champions, because then you're like, oh, okay, so it was worth it. They want you to question the decision that you're making. Is it going to be worth it or not? And that is also exciting in a game. If you make a decision that has no consequences, I mean, going for a 5-star or basic or featured doesn't really have any real consequences, but it's still at the back of your head. You're still thinking, oh man, I wish I would have gone for a basic and I could have gotten the same crappy champion. So that's one thing I think at least is interesting, and it's part of the game. Yeah, I always felt that Seaton gets such good luck. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. They might have done that in the beginning when he started out, or when he was not that popular, or he was just gaining popularity. So people would see, and I fell in that trap. So people would say, oh, look, Seaton got 2 5-stars in 20 crystals, in 20 Grandmaster crystals, and that's Massacre and Domino. And I was a sucker. I got sucked into that. I spent 16,000 units on featured Grandmaster crystals hunting for Domino, and I didn't even get 1 5-star. Nothing. So, and I regret that decision. Obviously, if I hadn't done that, I would have been at 25,000 units, and that would have meant 100% variant easily. But yeah, that's part of the game. We don't know their cash flow. I work for a lottery company, and their clients were other states, lots of money. However, they ended up having to sell to another. They could have mismanaged it, or they may have more expensive than we know about. Bottom line is we can't say they're greedy when we don't know their books. Yeah, I don't think they make a lot of money. I'm not saying they are going in a loss, but it's not like they're making insanely high amounts of money. Because if you look at it, the following isn't really that huge. I mean, how many people play this game? 500,000? Maybe? 500,000 people in the world? I wouldn't say more than 500,000. And if you want to talk about actively, and by actively I mean at least 1 hour a day, that's maybe 100,000 people. So if you look at that, and you compare that to other games, MCOC is way behind in that popularity. There's so many games out there, and people play other games so much more. Yeah, I agree with Lord Shadow. He gets lucky occasionally, but then that's what you watch. If you just watch him getting lucky, then of course you're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's lucky, and Kabam has rigged his luck. But it's not true. It's not true. I'll give you an example. I don't know if Sohab is in this chat. So about 2 months ago, Sohab decided to quit, and he said, and he doesn't play that much. Back then, he didn't play that much, and he used to only play like an hour a day, or sometimes even less. He quit his Gold 1 or Plat 3 alliance, something like that. He quit the 5x5 AQ, whatever. So he quit the real grind, and he just went back. He took a step back, and he started doing the daily Catalyst quests. He started doing some monthly quests, easy stuff, nothing stressful. And he said, okay, Ankit, I'm going to quit the game soon. So yeah, this is it. And the next 5-star that he opened, he said, I'm going to open my last 5-star before I quit. And that 5-star was Korg. And that was back in December when Korg was still new champion, or relatively new. And he's like, oh, okay, what do I do now? So then he came to my alliance, and then he's like, okay, I'm going to quit again. And he kept on getting really great luck. Just last week, he pulled a 5-star thing from only 2 featured Grandmaster crystals. And before that, he has one more new champion. I don't know which one is it, but he opened another Grandmaster crystal, and he got a really good champion as well. So, and he doesn't play that often. So that is an example how Kabam wants to lure you into the game, keep you hooked to it, keep you hooked to that gambling addiction that the featured Grandmaster crystals are. So yeah, it's all about business. It's all about psychology, what they think. If they think that people who don't spend much money aren't really interested, so we give them good drop rates, they might be hooked. If it works, then they're doing something right. Then they know how to make money off this game. And at the end of the day, we all want Kabam to stay on their feet as long as possible, because it's not like this game is the most important thing in our life, but it really helps us move towards something. It really helps us work towards something on our free time. So we're like, okay, or it helps somebody relieve stress. So that's the right way of thinking about it. Gadget, but chat, so much better. Yeah, exactly, Lord Shadow. Your luck has been pretty good lately, but you also had your fair share of terrible luck. So that's the cycle. Yeah, I remember, I think a few months, and I know that whenever you do your 5-star openings, you're pretty much positive in all of those openings, but I know deep down you are also thinking like, oh, this champion sucked, why did I get him? But yeah, I understand. You had your fair share of bad luck, and now you're getting decent or above average luck. You don't spend at all, Lord Shadow? Hey, Ryan, what's up? I was just telling the guys about your friend who's a butt doctor and how he has his face up somebody's butt all the times. How are we doing here? Yeah, we're still lagging. I gotta fix that tomorrow. I hate resist mastery. I hate that mastery so much. I was doing variant 2.1 and I went to the far left where there is a power gain juggernaut and it's the global spike node. Man, dealing with that guy is so hard, and 2.1 is magic food. If you have magic, that chapter is going to be so easy for you. I'm pretty sure Hobbit, if he's still lurking, pretty sure he had such an easy time in that chapter. It is going to be so easy for you if you have magic. You just power lock them. You don't need to worry about that Killmonger who has buffet and the Spite, and you don't even need to worry about that reverb damage. So much easier. And that Juggernaut, he's constantly unstoppable, because if you wait out his time for being if you wait out the time while he is unstoppable, he gets another bar of power. Now, philosophy of not spending just can't justify if I don't have any steady income. So when I do get a little bit, I have other priorities. Once I have civil, yeah, I mean, nobody is judging you based on you spending or not. It's personal decision. Plenty of people spend, others don't, and it's completely up to them. And it's not like if you spend money, you're gonna get better luck. They do tease you here and there. When I started spending $5 a week on that class FGMC, so the mutant catalyst, the mutant Grandmaster Crystal or Tech, whatever, I was hunting for Domino. So on my second Tech Crystal, I purchased Tech by mistake. So on my second Tech Crystal, I got Vulture 5-star, and probably 2 months in, I got a 5-star Sabretooth from there. And after a month, in total, after 3 months, I stopped. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get that Domino, so just forget about it. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And I'm really happy that Kabam decided to announce a week ahead about what changes are happening or what's coming up in March. That is a very good move from their end, because they know that there are data miners out there who are going to find out all that information. So it's better they provide the right information beforehand. I mean, and 1 week is a pretty good time. 1 week before the update, it's a very good time. So they tell the audience that, okay, in a week you'll be seeing these new champions, or you're going to be seeing this side event or side quest, whatever. I always say have a budget, stay within the budget. I used to spend $20 playing MMOs every month for years, so dropping the same for this game wouldn't be out of the question for me. Yeah. It depends how much you want to spend. I mean, Nobody questions or judges you based on how much you spend. People generally just ask, do you spend or not, and are you spending frequently or whatever. So yeah, and people spend. It's not the end of the world. It's not bad to spend on games, as long as you're not spending the money that you have to return to somebody, or you're taking debt, or you're taking credit from somebody, or stuff like that. And pretty sure nobody does that. Hey, what's up, Bernsey? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if there's anybody in here who wants to know my masteries. I mean, I could show it up right now, but quite a lot of people asked me. They commented on my video and they ask me very frequently, so I just made a brief masteries video. There's no commentary. I will see if I get a few more bucks from donations or something. Not that you need to donate or anything, but if I do get a few more bucks, I'm gonna buy a headset so that my voice is much more clear, because right now I'm just using the inbuilt laptop microphone, which is okay, but it's not that clear. So yeah, I would also probably start doing Alliance War commentary, but it's nothing exciting. I don't want to go up to Plat 2, Plat 3 Alliance. But we'll see. I'm fine right now in Tier 5. Right now we're in Tier 6, so if tomorrow, or later today for you guys in US, if the war is easy for me, I will be doing it with a 3-star ghost. I hope, if I die, I hope it's not the reason why we lost the war. Or lose the war. Let me just mod you. Exactly, spend responsibly regardless of where you decide to invest your dollars. Invest in entertainment or something else, just be responsible. Yeah, and not always all the money that you invest is gonna be useful or profitable or whatever. But again, that's a different question. That's personal choice. So yeah, want to see your face? It's Thailand. It's like 35 degrees Celsius outside. It's scorching hot for me. And I have to turn off 2 of my table fans so that it doesn't interfere while I'm streaming, so that the laptop doesn't pick up that disturbance. And I'm not wearing a shirt, so I definitely don't want to show my face. I don't mind showing my face, but the setup is not really good for me. Plus the table that I'm sitting at, the backdrop isn't really good. So we'll see. We are renovating my house in a month, so after the renovations are over, it will look much better, and probably I'll do a face reveal or something that time. I don't really mind doing a face reveal, like I said, but it's just not ideal to do that today. I used my first check from YouTube to purchase the Blue Yeti microphone. I now use the Air server and Air server. Okay. Got a nice mic stand as well during the Black Friday deal. Okay, alright, that's cool. Yeah, it's really important to have a mic if you're doing any kind of streams or any kind of video recording. Plus you need a better setup. So I'm just using, my setup is very ghetto. I'm just using my USB cable that I got from out of the box from Note 9 that I used to charge my battery. I'm just using that to mirror whatever I'm seeing on the phone onto the laptop, and then I'm using Streamlabs to reflect that. No shirt, yeah, no shirt. I'm just wearing my boxers and I'm still sweating. Not too much, but yeah, you get the idea. It's hot in here. And I don't want to turn on the aircon because I get headache if the aircon is located right in front of my face or directly above, so I get a headache. That's something I picked up from my dad. He also would have the same issue. So what do you guys think about Cap Marvel or Nick Fury? I think Cap Marvel is just going to be a raw damage champion. She might have some utility with her, armor break or something like that, but definitely not a game-changing utility like Venom has. So Venom's utility isn't really game-changing, but the ability to be power drain immune against tech champions and the ability to have true strike and unblockable specials at assassin's range is very useful. But considering Cap Marvel, I think Kabam would just make her a powerhouse. So she would have just have raw damage. That's what I'm thinking, and she would definitely get a lot of Furies. Duh. Grind around 1.4k units the last 2 arenas. What do you mean the last 2 arenas? Do you mean the last 6 days or 1.4k is pretty good. You got lucky. I get around 1 to 1.2k every week, and when I'm lucky I get the same, about 1.4k. Yeah, I've used about 1.5k units in variant and a few for a few energy refills on the event quest, all that kind of stuff. So on 11th of January I was at 300 units, and now in about 6 to 7 weeks I am, counting those units that I've spent, I am sitting on at about 10k units, which is amazing. If you grind, you can easily get 5,000 units per month easily. And now that the donations are also nothing, so we're doing 5x5, which means that we don't need to worry about the donations at all. So probably the unit count is going to go up slowly, which might be like Sentry, different states that increase damage in different areas. Could be, yeah, that could be. I can see that happening. Yeah, they would probably, it could also be like Angela, so that could be like Angela, could be a better version of Angela. So instead of based on power, it could be mixture of both. Yeah, I agree. That could happen. I'm thinking Nick Fury would be a utility god. I don't know, I have a hunch. For some reason, they want to make Nick Fury really good. They might want to make Nick Fury really good in the game. And he could potentially be a utility god. He might have the ability to shrug off debuffs, or I don't know, something interesting. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they would like to make Nick Fury something special. Last 2, 3 days, yeah, okay, so 6 days, 1.5 million basic, 4 and 4-star featured, 6.8 and 5-star featured. Okay. Yeah, I do about the same. I actually do a bit more. So I do around 13 million in the 5-star featured arena, at least. Sometimes I go up to 13.5, but at least 13 million. And then I do the tier 1 alpha or the tier 4 basic, and if that's not on, I try to do at least 1.5 million in the other arenas like this one, the basic. I never touch 3-star featured because, wow, I never touch 3-star featured because the units that you get from the milestones, it's only 70 units, and it doesn't make a huge difference. Hope she's good for variant. Shock or True Strike would be nice. True Strike could be nice. I don't think they will give her shock immunity because she, in the comic, she has the power to go binary. I don't know if they give her phases like Emma has, then if she's in the binary phase, she might be immune to debuffs. Could be, or might be immune to damage over time debuffs. But yeah, I don't think they would give her shock immunity. But yeah, True Strike would be nice. There are quite a lot of champions with True Strike now. How did that get me? I can't wait for the new event quest next week. What I'm gonna do is every time the event quest is released, I would just go 100% on the day it comes out. So it comes out, for instance, 10 o'clock in USA. I don't know if that's Eastern or Western or Central time, but for instance, if it comes out at 10 o'clock in USA, or to make it easier for you guys to know, I would usually start the exploration after BG stream on that same day when the event quest comes out, because that would be like 2 or 3 p.m. for me, and I would have 3 solid hours to grind out the event quest. What's up, Vasu? Welcome to the stream. Hey bro, whom should I rank 4? Void or Wasp? Both are unawakened. Wasp is better unawakened, but it's not like she will do a lot for you. If you could awaken your Void, he would be very, very helpful for you. In any content, he would be very helpful for you. 3-star feature is okay. 65 units twice a week is, yeah, if you calculate all of that, yeah, that's true, but I don't want to spend all that time. I know it all carries, it all counts, everything counts, but I don't want to spend all that time collecting a few units. I'd rather save that time. Do nothing or do something else, whatever, but I used to go for all the new 3-star champions before, but then it was like, but then when I started doing a lot more of 5-star featured, so back then I didn't do any 5-star featured. I would only do 4-star featured. That's when I still had only 20 5-star champions or something. So back then I would only do 4-star featured, 4.5 million, 1.5 million in basic, and the 3-star featured. I have Ghost too, so should I go for Wasp or wait for Void to get awakened? What rank is your Ghost, Vasu, and what star is she? Is she 5-star? Throw your special, and my game is lagging now. Wow, you really want to lag my game right now, Kabam? I only run it when I have boosts in the overflow or a big stockpile of boost crystals. I have a lot of boost crystals. I might just do I don't know. I might do it only during the item use event, but yeah, we'll see. Hey, what's up, KD1? Drop the like, be right back. All right. Oh, 5-star rank 4. Okay, so Wasu, that Wasp is not really going to help you so much, even if you take her to 550. I mean, she will still be something useful. Just a second. It's not like she would be a waste, but her health pool is so low. So I think even at 550, her HP is probably only 12k. So unless you play with her really, really well, it's better taking up Wasp. I would say wait for Void to dupe that Void. I really think he would do much more for you. But I mean, if you want somebody, if you're talking about Alliance War, you won't be using that Wasp. You'll only be using Ghost. You don't even need to worry about, you don't even need to think about taking that Wasp or using that Wasp if you play with Ghost really well. And a rank 4 Ghost, if you're in a Gold 1 Alliance, a rank 4 Ghost is more than enough to take on Path 5 and do the bosses. I used to do that before. And if you run Suicides, when you boost up, the attack rating boost is similar to is not as high as a rank 5 Ghost with Suicides, but it's pretty close. So if I would have 20% champion and 10% attack boost, Ghost's attack rating at rank 4 with Suicides would go up to 3.8 or 3.9k, but a 5-star Ghost right now for me without boost is like 4.2k. So Ghost doesn't need attack boosts at all. She needs those health boosts very, very badly. Those health boosts help her so much. That health boost saved me so many times. Even if it's just taking block damage, even if you don't mess up, that health boost is going to help you so much. Hey, what's up, Silver? Welcome to the stream. So whenever I boost up for war or for bosses, I at least boost up 25 to 30% for HP in total. So it could be 10% champion boost and 25% HP boost, or 20% and 15%. And I very rarely boost up for attack unless I'm going against a champion I know is going to be hard, like the champion. So in season 7 last season, I only had one timeout to the boss, and that was the champion boss. I only died one other time. That was to a domino on a kinetic reactor because I forgot about the crit fail. So I just took a combo to phase thinking that I'm phasing. But the second time I faced the champion boss at rank 4, I took him out with Ghost. And that time I was boosted. I was like 20% attack and 20% HP, 20% champion. What's up, Sohaib? Okay, let's see. What we got here, that's 100%. That is cool. Ooh, check out my total rating. I'm almost 590,000. And I'm just 10 months and 1 week into the game. I'm pretty sure I will hit 650,000 before 1 year. But I'm sure I won't be able to go any higher than 675k. Oh yeah, somebody was asking about Massacre. What's up, Lebarb or Lebarbe? Hope I am not butchering your name. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. So this is what Massacre's Sig does. Oh, it increases crit rating as well, which is helpful. So I get 25% additional power from landing hits, but so Massacre has this special ability. Where is that? So Massacre has a special ability. Whenever your bat is ignited and you hit into the block, you're gaining power as if you're attacking them. And on top of that, okay, well, not on top of that, on top of using regular attacks at Sig 99 or Sig 200, Massacre gets 30% additional power from landing hits, which is okay. It's not game changing. And the crit rating would, I don't know how much it goes up, but sure, it helps because whenever Massacre crits, you get an ignition charge. One more question: will the coming event be easy since the rewards are very good and fixed? I think so. Kabam Mike announced that the rewards would be, or the difficulty would be similar to Gwenpool Goes to the Events, but not as easy. So I'm probably thinking the same as Deadpool event. I don't think it's going to be any higher than that, for sure. And the fact that they're launching Act 6 this month, so I don't think they're going to introduce a lot of hard content next month or in March. I'm eager to see what the event calendar or what the monthly calendar, login calendar will look like next month. I think Kabam should give one T2A every month for free. It sounds entitled, it sounds like we're spoiled, but one T2A is not that much, at least in today's time. Looking at how the game is progressing, I don't think it's too much. Hey, Sohaib donating $3. Is there a message attached to it? Thanks for the donation, man. Is there a message or it's just bugged on my end? Or not set up well? Oh, come on. What? Oh, so no message. Alright, thanks for the $3, man. Let me get you up there. Did you go for a Blade Crystal? No. I have Blade already. I don't want him. Oh, guys. This is very, very interesting. You guys need to listen to this. Let me just get Sohab up there. So, whoa, why? What the hell? Okay. One of my alliance mates, he went for Blade Crystal, and he already had a blade. So he opened a Blade Crystal. He opened a Blade Crystal, and he got Blade. So he duped him. That took him to Sig 20, and he had 86 stones, 80, and he wanted to take him to 100. So he threw in those 6 stones into Blade, and it showed problems connecting to network as usual. After that, he restarted the game. When he went into the game, Blade was already at Sig 100, but instead of using 86 stones, it only used 17. So he still had 63 extra Sig stones. So now his Blade is at 163 Sig. And that happened about 35 hours ago, and he has restarted the game a few times already, and he's pretty sure that that's not going to go away. That is so sick for him. And I told him, don't tell too many people about this or something. I hope you guys don't. Well, you guys don't know him anyway, so yeah. But that is sick. That is awesome. Finally, Kabam's problems connecting to network paid off, or helped the player more than Kabam. That's so suck. Why, Wasu? That is good for him. He only used 86 stones, and instead of going to Sig 100, it went up to Sig 163. How does that suck? Arsalan, welcome to the stream. Hey bro, what's up? I'm telling everyone making Man, that guy is so lucky. Imagine the jump in prestige. What is he? Who is that guy? Okay, I know that guy. I think he only has one rank 5, and that most probably is only Blade. I think so, man. That is so lucky on him. You would have received a massive bump in prestige. I'm gonna report them all. Well, good luck. Kabam might just ban you. Like they might just revoke the access, the ability for you to report people. Exclude Varga. Well, Varga should be reported. Varga should be reported for profanity and child abuse. Everything. He calls his own kid. He's like, sometimes in the chat he's saying that, guys, I'm very busy. My kid is being an asshole, so I gotta take care of him. My son is being an asshole. Sometimes he messages. He's like, I'm gonna take the guy. I'm gonna take my son and I'm gonna put him back where he came from. That guy's really fun. That's so sick. Oh, okay, yeah. That was the best thing that happened to him. Definitely, man. Hey, Sadler Arcade, welcome to the stream. It was just 2 days ago. A new guy asked Varga, "Are you the guy? Are you the father in the photo?" Looking at his profile picture, he's like, "Are you the father in the photo, or are you the son? Or you're the kid?" He's like, "I'm the father. Father is the nice guy. The son is an asshole." That guy's hilarious. I think I saw Punisher 299 as well earlier. I'm not sure if I said hi to him, but welcome to the stream as well, buddy. It's like 9 a.m. here. Been waking too late to see the stream. That's okay. 9 a.m. Should be 9:54, I guess, or 8:54 if you're in Central. But yeah, glad to have you here, man. $8.54. All right, yeah. Which champion you want the most? I wanted Domino a lot. I don't know if I would still. If I get a Domino, I would still awaken her, get her up to about 80 or 90 sig, and take her to rank 4. If not, I really want a good science mutant champion right now, because I have that 3 to 4 and I don't really want to use it on Sabretooth. I know he's a prestige champion, but I already have Phoenix at rank 4. And Sabretooth is not really that great of a defender. He is better attacker, but I don't really use her. I don't really use Sabretooth that much. Or I don't think I would be using her that much. Or him. But yeah, I think I'm gonna save all my gems for 2019 or 2019 champions. I got a science, skill, mutant, and a generic 5-star gem. And next month, if I plan on buying that awakening gem offer or whatever from the store, yeah, I would save that as well. I'm mainly looking for a damage over time champion. So Domino or Omega Red. Those two are my top choices right now. And even if I get Omega Red, anyways, whoever I get, they're just going to go on defense. Because I don't really use anybody else apart from Ghost. We don't run map 6, so we don't need to have our top champions to take care of that. So I don't really need to worry about that as much. But yeah, whenever I need Omega Red, like Act 6, or for instance, there is another event quest boss like Sinistra where you can't just out damage or you can't just use raw damage, so that's where he would be useful. Ghost is so fun for Power Shield. Yeah, you just use one SP1 and that's it. I have which champion you want the most? That's a 5-star rank 5. I have a 5-star Domino. She was my 4th 5-star. Wow, that's amazing. Everybody has a Domino. Damn, everybody gets a Domino. Yeah, so like I said, the next champion would probably, or the most wanted next champion. Yeah, I want a solid mutant champion. Let's just get this done. Move forward. Yeah, Ankit, what do you say about Ghost Synergy, Hood or Ant-Man in Alliance War? Hood. Hood is definitely the most important synergy of Ghost. So in Chapter 2 variant, I want to take a look at it. Okay, let's go over there after this. In Chapter 2 variant, Hood Synergy saves what's her name? Ghost a lot. That is so valuable. Because you can tank SP3, you don't need to worry about block damage, all that kind of stuff. You don't even need to worry about damage like Limbo or Dormammu's degen if there is any such champion in there. So yeah, Hood Synergy is so important for Ghost, in my opinion. And other people would say Wasp Synergy is more important, but Wasp Synergy can be played around with skill. So if you have a bit more skill, it takes time to practice, but you can special intercept, or you can bait heavy, or you can wait a bit, let the opponent throw a medium or light attack or something like that, and then you can counter with the special attack. So Wasp Synergy, if you play Ghost very well, Wasp Synergy is almost useless. But it's useful in Alliance War, of course. Still only have a 3-star Domino and 3-star Star-Lord and Blade. You'll get there soon, Sadler. What's your total rating, Sadler? I mean, I think you have a stacked, or at least a decently stacked roster, if I'm correct. I pulled a 5-star Domino. Oh, fuck you, Burnsy. Sorry. Hobbit too. Hobbit also pulled a 5-star Domino. Yeah, Vasu, I'm Indian. Metaphors, what's up? Just caught me cursing at Burnsy because of that Domino luck. That Domino that I've been searching for almost 7-8 months now. 5 minutes? Okay, let's quickly take a look. What's happening here? What is that? Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah. What I want to see is so here, do I have the team right? Okay, I have the team right. 2, 3 to 4 mutant, but she ain't one. Oh, okay. What do you mean she ain't one? Oh, she ate one. Okay, she ate one. That's good. That's useful. So you see over here, guys, this buffet Killmonger, he's gonna be such a pain to fight. And I just took down that Juggernaut today morning or last night, something like that. Hey, what's up, Ricochet? Welcome to the stream. Apart from that, Buffet, I don't really like fighting Green Goblin because he has his special attacks are multi-hit and they're pretty long.
That's what she said.
So yeah, but I mean, if I have potions farmed up, this quest is doable without that many units or revives. But that Buffet Killmonger is gonna be such a pain. And the global spike node, whew, that's gonna suck. Sadler says my rating is low, but my roster is pretty good. It's like 180k. Okay, so yeah, that's right. Yeah, once you grow, you're gonna have a better roster. You're gonna get more champions. I don't live in India, Vasu. I'm staying in Thailand. I'm uncollected and can consistently do content. Okay, that's good. That's good. So you do have the roster that's good enough for monthly quests or something. I don't know, Bernsey. I gotta take a look. I will have to take a look once the event comes out. So this is Corner. Corner doesn't matter. What is this? Masochism is also not going to be a huge issue for Ghost. I hate fighting MODOK, so Masochism is going to be a problem for me at least. But it's good that there are only 4 paths in total in this quest. So here, that MODOK is going to be a pain again. I hate MODOK so much. And this Mephisto might be a bit of an issue, but generally he will be okay to take care of, to deal with. But yeah, both of those MODOKs are going to be painful for me. What is this? Yeah, okay. So 2.2 is pretty straightforward for Ghost, or for me at least. And then 2.3 had a few fights that are going to be a bit tricky. There are, okay, we're talking to them. Spirit Venoms reduce Buffet SP2 on odd controlled fight. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have a 5-star rank 4 or rank 3 voodoo. I don't have a 5-star voodoo at all. Just have a 550. Bungie says, nice GIF. How long have you waited to whip it out?
That's what she said.
That long. Hey, what's up, Kitty Candy? That Stun Immune MODOK was the worst. The other one, not so bad. The Masochism one? Yeah, I don't think the Masochism one would be that bad, especially once you start baiting SP1s or something. But the Stun Immune and Aggression Fury, I mean, I'm okay. I'm not going to say. I saw Panaman Pete's run, and he did a few pats in this particular quest. So this very quest, he did a few pats, 2 or 3 of those, without any deaths. And yeah, it is doable. It's not like you can do all of the pats without any deaths. Like that Electro? No way. What is this? Global node? Power gain. There you go. So power gain is still okay to deal with. So yeah, this one also, it's not going to be that difficult. Kinetic transference is also okay. What is over here? Emma has aggression regen, emphatic lock, empathic lock. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I don't think this one would be that difficult. So this Killmonger is manageable, but I gotta stay aggressive. And the Bane magic would also be decent, not that hard. Yeah, it's just a few fights for Ghost in Chapter 2 that are gonna be a bit tricky, but overall it's not too hard. Go, go, go. No, I'm not gonna do it right now. I was just looking at a few notes. Where's that Korg you were talking about? Let me take a look. I think I missed it. MODOK in general sucks. Yeah, I don't like fighting MODOK. And Panaman Pete especially, he is a professional MODOK fighter because he takes Pat 6. And I'm pretty sure he faces a lot of MODOKs on that stun immune. He did tell me a tactic how to fight him, but I didn't put enough time into practicing it. Flare. Ghost can deal with Flare. So the thing with Korg is that when he has those charges up, he only takes 40% of your base attack as damage. So I could just do 1 or 2 light attacks, phase, and while I'm phasing, I don't take any flare damage. And I think the Electro is the same. Oh man, they put the worst fights over here. And this as well. Okay, that's not a big problem. Wasp also? No, okay. So just those 3 fights. Yeah, that Korg, I think Ghost can deal with the Korg. I mean, it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be a bit of a tricky fight. But I think Ghost can deal with that Korg. Flare would also mean that if I play power control, if I take 3 or 4 hits into phase, I would reach my SP2 quicker. And if I get those shield, that rock shield down, I'm 100% sure 1 SP2 without the rock charges up would instantly kill that Korg for sure. Server says, Ankit, I'm about to wrap up variant 1.1, making slow progress. Keep at it, man. I think you can do 100%. You don't really need any special champions in Chapter 1. If you have a Winter Soldier paired with Killmonger, that's a savior. But overall, it's not too difficult. 1.1 or Chapter 1 is not that hard. Korg wasn't as bad as I thought he would be. I didn't one-shot, but I think only 2 or 3. 2 or 3 is okay. It's not that bad. I mean, you're doing variant, and you can't expect to just walk all over it. Kabam would definitely not make a content where you just go in and you face roll everything, even with any champion. So it's pretty well thought. The nodes and everything is pretty well thought, and the combinations as well. Korg would be easy with Dormammu. No, thank you. I'm not going to use Dormammu. The Ultron up there has flare also. Was it a drone? I'll take a look later. But yeah, we'll be getting around it sooner. Someday. Not sooner. Electro with a dot champion. Voodoo if you got Spirit Venom. I think, yeah, I have to bring somebody for Electro. I wish I had a Falcon. The other day, or today morning or sometime, I was using Falcon against Electro in Arena, and it was a death match. It wasn't really a death match, but it was a 125 Falcon versus a 550 Electro, and I just used Falcon's special ability, locked on ability, and I was able to negate. Oh shit! I was able to negate all of the damage. So Falcon really... Falcon is MVP, guys. Don't think Falcon is crap. His damage sucks, but he has that one utility which is really good. And 8 seconds is decent time. Flare might as well be power shield with Ghost. Yeah, exactly. But with Korg, you need to get the rock shields down. I'm not going in there, Ilac. I was just taking a look at the nodes. Usually I wait until I have full energy so that I can go in and I can record. If I make it through, good. If not, well, tomorrow is another day.
That's what she said.
6-star Winter Soldier and 4-star Killmonger. That's who I use for Chapter. Yeah, exactly. Chapter 1 isn't really hard. My Alliance Mage runs has 6-star and rank 4 Killmonger, and he has a 6-star Winter Soldier and a rank 4 Winter Soldier as well, I think, if I'm not wrong. And he ran Archangel, so he finished Chapter 1 100% in only 20 revives or something. Hyperion with 100% power gain and Spite doesn't seem like much thought was put into it. Yeah, so if you're talking about, yeah, so Spite is the first one. Yeah, Spite chapter is all about magic. If you have magic, you basically don't need to worry about anything in that. I mean, there are so many fights. Juggernaut is going to be a pain with Spite and Buffet. So there's one Buffet Juggernaut and there is one Power Gain Juggernaut. I just went through the first Power Gain Juggernaut and I died. I had to sacrifice Morningstar to let her deal some damage. And then I died one time with Ghost. So that one, and then what's that? Killmonger with Buffet and Spike. Man, if you have a magic, that fight is sorted. That fight is sorted. So it's also, the global node is also telling you that, okay, bring this one champion and you will just rush through this chapter very easily, or this quest easily. You got 6-star Winter Soldier and 455 Killmonger. Yeah, exactly, Silver. That's going to be a piece of cake for you. I like 2k 6-star shards. Keep grinding, Sadler. You'll get there. That's true, Ilac. Yeah, that's true. I agree. But baiting, I mean, yeah, people will say you got to be better at baiting, but if you're completely open and Hyperion doesn't want to throw that special, you're wrecked. Is that the second? I think that's the second fight. So that's after Thor Ragnarok, I think. So it's not that bad. I mean, it's not too deep in. You can still restart.
That's what she said.
Just like throwing that in every opportunity I get. That's a Keith moment, FYI. Filling in for Keith there. Hype just holds off his stuff. It's just a BS node, hands down. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I think Ghost and Ghost and Hood synergy is so important, especially for second chapter. Max MD and only bait, but until you can chain a combo, SP2. Yeah, Burnsy, I mean, again, it's people will say that, yeah, you're not good at baiting or blah, 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 but sometimes the AI is just so passive, he doesn't want to throw a special attack, and you can't say that the guy doesn't know how to bait. I mean, somebody would have 10 rank 5s, but and he would be playing in top tier alliance and map 7, whatever, and if Magic doesn't throw, or if Hyperion doesn't throw the special attack, you're not going to tell him, hey, you don't know how to bait. I mean, he's playing this game far longer and he spends much more time and money into this game. So sometimes it's just BS. And I've noticed this. So this is one more thing. This happened to me in Labyrinth as well. I've noticed that if the AI is stingy, right at the start, just restart. Restart the quest, try to restart the game. That helps a lot, because when I was in Labyrinth, when I started out, my last path, no, okay, not my last path. So this, when I noticed this, it was the path number 3, when I was going up against Star-Lord. I think path 3 is Star-Lord? No, path 2 is Star-Lord. Okay, so that was my third path that I did. Path 2 is Star-Lord, and I remember once Star-Lord evaded, Labyrinth evaded all 3 hits of Ghost SP2. And before that, he evaded at least 5 times, and he was only at, what, I don't know, 85% HP. And I was like, okay, fuck this, I'm going to restart the game, because the AI is like so crap right now. And whenever I restart the game, the AI would scramble. So, or the evade RNG, it would scramble. It would change. And in my last run, I think my last path was path number 3 with Magneto and Rhino. Yeah, that one. In that path, starting from Red Hulk until Vision or Cyclops, whoever is the last one in those 3, until then there were only 7 or 8 fights, and in those 8 fights the RNG was so terrible they evaded me almost 27 times. And I was counting that, because Red Hulk evaded me 4 times, and that has never happened to me. In all the 7 paths I've done, Red Hulk never evaded me that many times in one fight. So it's, if you see that crap RNG, just restart the game. Quit the quest and restart the game. It won't help you every time, but in my when I saw that happen, I restarted the game, quit the quest, restarted the game, and it helped. For some reason, I don't know why. Chapter 1 Iceman was awesome for the hype fight, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do for that. I only have a 440 Iceman. I might just, and it's the first fight, I think, something like that. So I might just keep my suicides on, go in with hype and spam SP3 whenever I need to. But yeah, I think I need to 550 that Iceman if I can't find a bleed immune, especially for the final, for the 1.3 Ultron boss. I think my favorite Hyperion counter is Gwenpool. Yeah, Gwenpool also worked really good. I saw Hobbit use that Gwenpool. She was really good. And since Hyperion has that insane power gain, you don't need to worry so much about taking block damage. So in chapter 3, I was also against a Hyperion. I don't know what node it was, but it was definitely power gain or something like that, or burden of, I don't remember exactly. But I took my 550 void, and the Hyperion used this SP3 when he was at 85% HP. I came out with 1% HP due to the Heimdall synergy, and I still managed to solo the fight. So Hyperion isn't really that bad. He isn't really too hard to fight, as long as you have a decent counter like Iceman or Gwenpool, something like that. So that power gain wouldn't really be an issue. But I don't know if there's a champion like that who can tank the damage or stuff like that for Chapter 2. There might be, I might be missing. I mean, Chapter 2, if you have Doc Ock, he would definitely take care of that Hyperion, Ilac. You just stand there, he's automatically going to get power locked. And you can just repeatedly, and Doc Ock has that Medusa fighting style, where the AI against Doc Ock is like Medusa with armor shatter up. So you can just do 4-hit combo, back off, 4-hit combo, use the special attack to refresh your power lock. But yeah, obviously if he doesn't want to throw the special, there's nothing you can do. You can tell them off if they don't use invulnerability boost against Hyperion. What? If I get bad RNG on Maestro, should I quit? Definitely, man. If you are about to finish Labyrinth and Maestro procs like 2 regions and a power flood, just restart. Just quit the fight and restart. It doesn't matter how many units you have used. And that's coming from Kabam. Getting stumped on Road to the Labyrinth, Chapter 4. Sadler, you don't need to do it right now. Just save your resources. If you want to feel the challenge, if you want to go for a challenging content, okay, but if you want to save units, just don't do that. If you're not planning on doing Labyrinth, just forget about it until you get a rank 4 or rank 5 champion. A solid one. Sohab, that happened to me. I think that was my second last run against Maestro, and I just started off the fight, and right off the bat he had regen. So it was crappy. Okay, only the first only the first path that I did against off Labyrinth, Maestro didn't proc that much regen or oh man, just die. Okay. Yeah, Maestro didn't proc that many regens or power floods in my first path. I think only 3, including regen and power flood, but I forgot how to dodge his SP1. So I died like 12 times on that Maestro. After that, for all of my other paths, I didn't die more than 6 times at all. I didn't die more than 6 times due to my fault on that Maestro, unless it's due to regen or power flood. And I had that in my LOL chart. I was counting how many revives, deaths, regen, power flood, all that stuff. Yeah, 6-star Doc Ock, definitely he's awesome for that Chapter 2. Rank 5, which pre-nerf. Oh, Scarlet Witch? Yeah, that would have been a face roll. Did you struggle with Doctor Strange and Venompool and LOL? I didn't struggle with Venompool, but you need to be careful. He gets 2 buffs. 1 buff. I mean, obviously there's one that is unstoppable. But then there is one buff which is it is a pink color buff with a lightning bolt in it. It's something like electric energy damage or something like that, and that buff is sorry, that buff is like Electro's ability. Yeah, I don't have any practice. So whenever I would use my SP2, that's how I died the first time on Venompool in Labyrinth. I used my SP2 and he reflected about 50 or 60% of the damage. I was like, what the hell happened? And when I looked at the recording, I was like, okay, that's Electro's SIG ability, or that's Electro's ability. His regen, I think he only proc regen once for me, and I went the Venompool path two times or three times, I don't remember. Oh, and Doctor Strange. So what you got to do with Doctor Strange is you need to bait his SP1, and when you bait his SP1, when he throws his special, when he's throwing the projectile of his special, you just dash in. Make sure you're phasing and you dash in so you can counter his SP1. You can punish his SP1 to be exact. I died a lot of times. I think I died like 7 times or 8 times on Doc Strange. And all the time I was also playing Panaman Pete's recording in the background, his stream, and I think he also died about the same number of times on Doc Strange. Yeah, Doc Strange is a bit of a tricky fight, but 7 or 8 times is pretty okay. Wasted like 18 revives on Maestro because of the regen. Dude, 18 revives? Oh, you would have been so unlucky with the RNG. I've done Realm of Legend like 5 times at this point. Yeah, Realm of Legends is easy. Sadler. Hey, what's up, Nirmata Panda? Welcome to the stream. Power Flood can be helpful as long as he throws special, that's true. But sometimes he won't throw the special. Electric Light Orchestra? What do you mean? You did mean that? What do you mean? I don't know. What about... Oh, dude, don't talk about Moon Knight. That was my worst fight using Ghost. My worst fight in Labyrinth was Electro. That was with a 550 Archangel. But my worst fight using Ghost was Moon Knight because I didn't check the moon phase. I went in when it was the worst time of the moon or whatever. So he would evade, he would reduce my power gain, he would increase his power gain, he would enhance his abilities to trigger whatever. I died like 10 or 12 times on him. That was my worst fight. Using Ghost. Some by dropping a like. Thank you, Amir. Thanks for that. Hi, Doc. Oh, it's his other account? What? That was about the Venompool light buff? No, I'm not back in chat. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Electric Light Orchestra? No, that's not the name. It's Enhanced Energy Damage or something like that. And then he has Rage. I don't know what his Rage does. I have no idea what Rage does. Venompool wasn't really that bad for me. My alliance mate back then was using Domino, rank 5, and Venompool was the worst for him because he would convert all debuffs or shrug off all debuffs. And then Kamala Khan also was bad for him because she would convert all debuffs into Fury. Agent Venom was my worst fight, hands down. Agent Venom was easy for me. Ghost can phase the Incinerate, so that was pretty easy for Ghost. And that path, what is that? Path 6, right? Venom, Agent Venom, so Star-Lord, Agent Venom, OG Daredevil, I think. That was the shortest path for Ghost. I think I took that path down in 2 hours. Elo is a band? Okay, I didn't know that. I'm not looking forward to Labyrinth of Legend, but at the same time I am. Dude, Labyrinth of Legends was very fun for me, for Ghost at least. From time to time, I just go in there. I don't know if you've seen my A-bomb takedown. So that was the time that I went in the second time after 100% Labyrinth. I just went in there to record, and I went through Star-Lord and Thor Jane Foster and A-bomb. That was all in 20 minutes. So Labyrinth was a lot of fun for me. And Juggernaut and OG Thor fight wasn't that bad also. So Juggernaut fight, I think I finished in 2 or 3 revives at most. Or 4 revives, let's say, maximum. Black Widow, the first time was very bad for me because I didn't know how to fight her. And then the second time, she was okay. The third time, it was only 6 or 7 revives, which is pretty okay. Not too terrible. Who else was there? I think those are the main fights. Both Spider-Man were easy. Guillotine, I didn't need to worry about her. Magic, oh yeah. So the first path that I did, I didn't record. The first and the second path that I did was path 1 and path 7, the only 2 times that you ever fight Magic. And the first time, I only died to her 1 time because the RNG was in my favor. And when I died, I took her down to 12. She was down to 12 or 13% HP. So it wasn't that terrible either. And the second time, the RNG was kind of worse. I died about 3 or 4 times. It wasn't terrible, but it was a bit worse. But yeah, those are the main fights. Which other fights are terrible in Labyrinth? I think it's only and Unstoppable Colossus. I was never able to solo that guy. Panaman Pete got a couple of solos against them, and you fight Unstoppable Colossus 6 times out of all the 7 runs. So I wasn't able to get a solo. I think the best I did was 1 revive. Normally I would go with 3 to 4 revives. His rage is like fix it, I think increases attack off of lost health. Yeah, okay, could be that. Venompool, first time I faced him, I must have used 300 units on him. Second, I was like, oh man, this is gonna suck again, and I 2-shot him. Who did he use? I think you might have used Sparky. Oh yeah, because he shrugs off debuffs. Oh yeah, so yeah, Sparky, that would have been a long fight with Sparky. Because no SP2 shock. The Black Widow was easy for me. Don't think I died to her more than 4 times total. What? Wait, you fight Black Widow 3 times. So, okay, you're saying you died at least 1 time. What? You died at least 1 time each run you had against Black Widow, right? Lord Shadow. I don't plan to go in unless I get an Awakened Star-Lord, a Ghost, or a Domino. Yeah. And make sure you go with the rank 5 Sadler. Otherwise, it's just spending extra units for nothing. My 100% was in 10k units. Yeah, Jugs wasn't too bad for me, Sahad. Because there is a method. So for those for champions who have a gimped, who have a very low range on their heavy attack, there is a trick on how to counter somebody else's heavy attack. Who has okay, I don't have any champion right now who has a low range or short range on their heavy attack, but when you bait a heavy attack, make sure you don't dex out of it. Let me show you what I mean. So you see I'm not dexing out of it. Wait. So that was kind of a dex. I didn't show the dex. But if you don't dex out of it, you won't cover too much distance. When you don't cover too much distance, you would be able to counter them with your heavy attack. I would say Juggy is the worst opponent in LOL. Every time he goes unstoppable, you have to hit to remove his heavy. Yeah. I know that. You can check out my video, Arsalan. I have a Labyrinth playlist, and I make sure you read the description. In the description, I mention exactly how to fight him. So he wasn't too bad for me. And you can just use the Nightcrawler switch trick to make his active unstoppable expire. And that was, I think I got it 9 out of 10 times. It was pretty easy to pull off. What can be cut off for 5-star Sabretooth? I would think he will go at least 25 to 30 million. I don't know. I'm not that good with cutoffs, but probably would be 25 to 30 million. Who's the basic this week? Korg. There you go. Yeah, maybe 2 average against Black Widow. I took A the first time, but after that I just used Starkey and once you learn. Yeah. Yeah, I never learned how to fight her. Come on, dude, I'm using Ghost. I don't learn things, I just wreck things, even if I get wrecked in the process. How many we got here? Okay, yeah, I think I'll finish this before I end the stream. If you get a Ghost, rank 5, Sadler, I would say 10 to 12k units are more than enough. Anybody, I think Domino as well, if you have a rank 5 Domino, she can take care of a lot of fights. She can do the, what is that fight? Guillotine fight. My alliance mate, he took Domino plus Cable. So Cable synergy gives Domino a chance to trigger Unlucky or Lucky at the start of the fight. If you're lucky, you have a very high, you have basically 50% chance to shrug off that bleed. And he only died 2 times. 2 out of 3 times he shrugged off that bleed. Oh, okay, so let me show you guys what I meant. Now we are facing Electro. So this was the same thing that happened last time. I'll show you how OP Falcon is. I mean, Ghost is nothing compared to Falcon. Ghost should get a buff. Just completed my initial LOL with Domino. How many units did he use? I think initial clear isn't that hard. I think 600, 700 units, I'm guessing. Provided that it was a rank 5 Domino. Man, I'm waiting so badly for the She-Hulk buff. Can't wait to rank 4 her. And I have like 80, 70 or something. I'll probably be able to take her to 90 or 100 sig. Spent on average. Okay, wait. See? No damage taken. You see how OP Falcon is? I'm not taking any damage at all except for that poison or suicide damage. And this works against Korg as well. I think it works for his unblockable, or I don't know, I forgot something. I think Seaton also made some video. Spent an average of 3k per path, but I did it all in a week, so no building up stash. And Starkey I kept healing up to make the fights go faster. Yeah, I did everything in 1 week as well, Lord Shadow. 3k per path with rank 5 Starkey, I think. 7 paths, that's like 20k units. You might have had some bad RNG, I think. I don't know. 3k per path, in at least for me, sounds a bit too much. 2k is average, I've heard. But 3k is a little too much. But I don't know, you might have had bad RNG or something. Oh yeah, you didn't heal up, so yeah. Okay, so you would have used, yeah, health pots. You would have bought health pots for Starkey. Okay. Yeah, I did it all in a week as well. What I would do, I would start the path at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. my time, and I would finish the path 7 p.m. and then after dinner I would grind Realm of Legends for at least 2 hours before I head to bed. And then the next day when I would wake up, what's wrong with this AI? Why is it so passive? Wow. Next day when I would wake up, I would grind Winter Soldier again for around 2 to 3 hours, so I would get at least 100 pots every time. At least 100 pots, and on fights like Electro or Juggernaut, I would farm up to 130, 140. So that was at least 1,000 potions for 100% Labyrinth. I think I'm gonna go twice for a Mega Red in the basic. What do you mean? Kept buying, yeah, okay, that's what I thought so too. First path was no units and 15 revives. Yeah, that's easy. First path, if maximum 20 revives that's what people usually use. I think I used about 20 mainly because I died 12 times on that Maestro because I forgot how to evade his SP1. But yeah, removing that Maestro fight, I think I also died only 6 or 7 times on the other fights. Yeah, 15 is really good. And that's about right. 10 to 20 revives on path 1 is all you need with a really, really good rank 5 Labyrinth option. Soloed the Maestro fight? With who? Oh man, just die. Dude, just fucking die. There you go. I'm gonna have Mutant 6 stones in the overflow soon. I mean, Magneto isn't that bad. Basic arena, so 4-star. Okay. I just use my 4-star signature stones into whoever is highest and get him up to 79, and then I stop. And then I check who is the next size. I don't really care about 4-star signature stones that much. Didn't farm any potions? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's why it was expensive. Red Max is decent at high sig. Yeah, I know Lord Shadow took his Magneto to rank 4. What's his sig level, Lord Shadow? And does he, do you use him, do you throw him on defense or what? I'm pretty sure he doesn't get any kills, but is he annoying fight for others or what do you think? Ooh, I got the steadfast approach. Never soloed Maestro with Starkey, but my best was 3 revive. Oh, you used... What? You used Starkey against Magneto? Really? Only 3 revives? That deserves... Dude! That is sick, man. Domino, of course, brought the synergy. Oh! Dude, Normatta, you are gonna have so much fun in Labyrinth with that Domino. And 25k is nothing. I want to see you do 30k crit bleed. You're gonna take Red Max to 565? So what does he do? He reduces incoming damage. So it's like Iceman, but it goes up based on sig level, right? The reduction in damage goes up based on sig level, but it's not only special. So it's like a better version of Gwenpool sig. I've only ever seen Domino solo Maestro. Sadler, If you know Sweetie, he soloed Maestro with Star-Lord, and he was so lucky to not proc the, what do you call that, regen. But then I had a couple of attempts where he'd proc regen repeatedly or power gain, and I had to quit several times. Wait, who are you talking about? Lord Shadow. Oh, wait, my mistake, dude. I read that as Magneto, not Maestro. Okay, okay. Alright. Yeah, it's all about RNG. I agree with that. Aegon can solo anybody, dude. Aegon is built for Labyrinth. I would rather see rank 5 Colossus. Well, Magneto isn't far behind in comparison. Yeah, and like Iceman, it's always there. No need to refresh. Yeah, okay. Oh, you don't use him on defense. Okay. Sorry. I am F2P, so I do run basic masteries. Otherwise, ooh. Okay, so you don't run the suicide masteries. All right. I mean, still 25k is pretty good then, considering that. Except the Colossus fight. Oh, Colossus is going to be so horrible for you. I think I soloed Hulk Buster also. I think I died only 2 or 3 times to OG Thor. I had one of the best solos against OG Vision, where I started off, I took a few face blocks. I was down to like 15 or 18% HP, and I took out 75% of OG Vision's remaining HP. So that was a solo. That was one of the sickest fights I had. On the easy path, I've soloed everybody except Unstoppable Colossus up until Cyclops, or in that region or range or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that was KD1. Now I'm gonna rank 4 my Ghost, have 2 tier 5 basic in stash. Soon Ghost gonna be rank 5. Hell yeah. That Ghost is gonna help you so much. Should have soloed Maestro with his rank 5 Kamala Khan. Yeah, Sweetie. So Sweetie discovered something about Kamala Khan which might be a bug. I don't know if it's a bug or not. It might be a bug, but she has this ability where she uses heavy attack or something. I don't know how it works, but there is an interaction where she can remove armor up as per her abilities. But instead of removing only armor up buffs, she removes everything. She removes any debuff, any buff. So he was thinking that, okay, Kamala Khan could probably do the X-23 fight as well. I mean, that could be a thing. Sorry. I like Venom so much more after the buff. His bleeds are insane. I know Carnage has much better bleeds, but I don't know. I haven't tested Carnage, but the bleeds on Venom seem like so bursty. Rocky XL, welcome to the stream. Brought Omega Red to rank 4 on Dupe for AQ and must say he's still pretty awesome on Awaken. Why does everyone say he needs needs Awakening? I think his Awakening has something to do with, do I have an Omega Red so I could show you? I think I do have a 3-star. Be right back. So we're gonna be done soon. Let's take a look. There he is. There he is. So his Sig ability, Death Spores on the opponent. Okay, yeah, so that's the thing. So with Omega Red's dupe, even if you have just 10, if you have 10 Death Spores on the opponent, they start taking degen damage per second, and that scales by Sig ability. Plus his basic tentacle hits have a chance to be unblockable. I think it goes up to 30% or 35%, which is a good addition, but the main damage comes from the Death Spores. So once you trigger your bleed, or once they trigger the bleed, or once you have, so if you have Suicide Masteries up, whatever, as soon as you get to 10 spores, you can start degenning the opponent right off the bat. So when he is unduped, you can't do that. You need to do his heavy or something like that. I don't know how it works exactly, but that's the reason why he needs dupe. Okay, let's see what we can do in this death match. Apparently, not much. At least I can get some points from Hawkeye. Anyways, it's the last one. By the way, which paths will be easy for Ghost and LOL? All the paths, because I'm not going to bring Domino to every fight. So you need somebody to take care of Electro, to take care of Magneto, Rhino, X-23, and who's another one? Rhino, Magneto, X-23, Electro. I think that's all. Yeah, for those 4 fights, you need someone else. And Domino can do both. Domino can do both Rhino and Magneto. She cannot do Electro unless you run the Massacre synergy with Max Petrify and Max Pacify. But still, I don't think it's a viable option. Just gonna die here. Been saying that forever. Her Morphogenesis has only one remove armor buff. Yeah, exactly. Sweetie should be mad. Well, he shouldn't be mad technically because he is abusing a bug. Yeah, okay. 13.3 mil. Good enough. Alright guys, I think we are gonna call the stream now. Let me see. I don't think I'm gonna open any crystals because we are capped on SA rewards at 500k, so Rocky XL, Archangel sucks. If you're bringing in a 550, Archangel sucks. Alright, see you, Ilak. We're gonna end the stream anyways. I used a 550 Archangel against that Electro. I died like 14 times. I used around 900 units in total. Gwenpool works the best. Once you get her up to 30 plus combo, the reflect damage or whatever you want to call it is reduced massively, and after 50 hits it's completely negated. Who else can counter? I think Omega Red can counter if it's only medium, but Havoc is the best counter to Electro because I think 4 out of 5 of his hits are all energy based, and Electro doesn't reflect damage if it's energy based attack. Does Aegon work against Electro? Yeah. If you build him up, Aegon reduces ability accuracy. I think he will still take a bit of damage, but that might be like 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20 hits, because for every crit that he inflicts, or for every crit that Aegon deals, the next hit is going to reduce the opponent's defensive ability accuracy by 100%. So Aegon can counter Electro as well. Aegon can counter everything in Labyrinth. Everything. Even X-23. So Aegon is the main counter to Labyrinth. Okay guys, we're going to call it a night. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for Sahib for dropping that $3. I will catch you guys tomorrow, same time, maybe a bit early, but yeah. Thanks for hanging out.